Hey, welcome into Rob Wright's Chance Pop Culture. Today is our big day. We're going to talk about our top 40 songs for each person. Who's got the best list? Find out next on Rob Wright's Chance Pop Culture. Got a great show for you. And let me bring on my panel. Oh, wait. Let's go this route. Instead of us side by side like that. I mean, almost like the Charlie's Angels thing where they had them side by side. They put out. But got my panel. Yeah. Got my panel here. Agent Pepsi One, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm recovering a little bit from my little accident with a broken toe, but I am doing well.
Cool.
I am looking forward to the end of the school year. I have exactly wait, is today the 27th? No,
26.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow I have exactly a month left.
Wow.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Counting down the days, huh?
Absolutely. But I am glad to be here. This is going to be a great show.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then Heather L's here. How are you, Heather?
Oh, doing good. Just, kind of lamenting the weekends are way too short, but, happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think weekends are way too short as well. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's just, I wish we had longer weekends. I mean, I wish we just had Mondays off, 4-day work week.
Yeah, I could go for a 4-day work week.
0-day work week.
Wow. Yeah. I could do that too.
Independently wealthy, 0-day work week. That is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's called retirement, but I don't know what that's like. I'm too far away from me right now.
It's a ways off, I think. But
yeah, it's like, and folks, unfortunately, Tony Stark can't make it. Guys, just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. His channel got demonetized, unfortunately, and he's trying to recoup the channel, but also trying to find some other work and stuff that he's trying to do. So I would just lift him up. If you don't believe in prayer, just good thoughts and wish him good vibes, because he's out there trying to figure things out right now, and unfortunately he can't make it. So he's not part of the panel today. Hopefully he'll be back, on our next, we go into the 60s next month, but just good thoughts for him, and we wish him well. And I know, everybody's rooting for him, and hope he finds something, and hope he's able to get his channel remonetized soon. So
I know such a bummer, man. What happened with that? And
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Lombardi 1969. Yeah, that's been happening to a lot of YouTubers. And yeah, another friend of ours, Antiderivative Jill, who's been on my channel a couple times, had her channel demonetized, and hopefully YouTube will revisit her channel, because she puts a lot of work into her stuff too. So
yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there are a couple others. I know that Tug, that umbrella guy, got his channel remonetized, which I'm happy to hear that. So there's hope for everybody, but it's just crazy. And meanwhile, I'm still trying to get monetized. I'm like 55 short. So hopefully this live stream will work out, and we'll get over the hump, and then we'll be able to talk some Star Wars and some other stuff. But anyway, we're here to talk about the 70s. We wrapped up the 70s. We went from 1970 to 1979. Be sure to check out those other live streams. I've got them all on a list. And we started our run of albums we love as well, which I thought was very cool that we did that as well. Just in thinking about the 70s, what stood out to you about the 70s musically as we kind of get into our show today?
Well, Well, I mean, what stood out to me, for example, is the diversity of the 70s. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. I'm not a big, well, I mean, I do like some of the disco songs. I'm not saying that I don't, but it's just, I mean, it's just the amazing diversity of songs, the singer-songwriters, for example, the effort that went into these songs, the thought, um, the different genres. I'm not a big fan typically of the mid 70s. For me, it's just the early 70s and the late 70s. I mean, there's some good things in the 70s too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean, that's where it centers. It's just such an amazing time, such a fusion.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Heather, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the diversity for sure, so many types of music, right? The classic rock, the disco coming in there is kind of transitioning from Motown. You still get a little bit of that Motown and funk. You get the introduction of heavy metal coming in, the heavier rock.
yes.
You know, even classic rock gets a little bit heavier, just the general type rock songs, but gets some really heavy songs with Zeppelin and Sabbath and yeah, the singer-songwriters who just, you know, great lyricists and poets and
Oh God,
the
yeah.
the creativity, and I think too, like, the improvement in studio production, kinda like, you know, bands like Pink Floyd. I know the Beatles started kind of in the late '60s, with some more of that experimental stuff and kinda changing what's going on in the studio, but I think Pink Floyd really takes it to another level in the '70s. You get all that kind of
Um,
stuff too. Bands like ELO, you know, the quality of the
Mhm.
instrumentation and the production, so yeah, what an incredible decade for music, man. There's so much, just really an expansion of the creativity and the quality to me.
Yeah, and you also had like country rock, and
Yeah,
then you have yacht rock that developed later on. You have different versions of pop. You had punk that started to appear in
yep,
the 70s as well, and then um, just all the different genres here, and even we got to throw rap in there because it apparently started in the 70s too. So I mean, the 70s, it was just this mixture, and I think going through there, it was interesting to see as we went through each of the top 40s for every year, all the different varieties of songs that we got. There were
mhm.
multiple types of artists. You had some, Motown artists, some funk, some disco. You had a little bit of everything all through the 70s when we went through those songs in the years.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, I think a lot of this stuff started in maybe the late 60s when you
Hmm.
had bands like, for example, you had Cream. I'm
Hmm.
Desiree Geared is one of those most amazing,
yeah,
most amazing albums. You had the Zombies who, you know, they quit at the top of the pinnacle of their success.
Hmm.
I mean, absolutely incredible. And you know, I think you know, like Valdison said in the chat, it's about a maturation of the 1960s. You know,
mhm,
Hmm.
I mean, I would agree to an extent, but it's
Hmm.
also the infusion of new stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you know, Led Zeppelin, for example, in the late 60s, I mean, oh my God. And even, you know, stuff like the Beatles.
yeah,
You know, if you listen to the 1967's Sergeant Pepper's, it's
yeah,
oh God,
A
what's that?
Day in the Life.
A Day in the Life, for example, and Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Not the song, but the reprise of the song. I think it's track number
Hmm.
8 or 9. I mean,
Hmm.
it's just, I mean, it's heavy. It
Hmm.
signals this, and you know, then you had bands like, for example, Focus. You know, coming out. I mean, it's things like that. I mean, just incredible.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think they were really pushing it, particularly in guitar.
Oh God.
You
Hmm.
just didn't have rhythm guitar and some of that sound. You had more experimentation. I mean, you look at what Jimmy Page would do with the guitar, where he'd take a violin bow and he'd play the guitar with it. You had some more of the
Exactly.
slasher stuff and stuff of the reverb that they were doing. All this was experimental. Talk about like Pete Townsend with the Who, during doing all things with the guitar. And then, Heather, you get into heavy metal and all the stuff that the new and upcoming metal artists were doing with guitar sounds. It just was fascinating. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, the sounds, all the sounds, the instrumentation that people were experimenting with is incredible.
Yeah, but also the underlying talent should be mentioned. I mean, those people had talent.
Yeah.
I think that is what is lacking today. Overall, is talent in many, not all cases, but in many cases you have stuff like auto tune and this and that, and all that is computer driven. I mean, quite frankly, take a computer from the late '60s, like some supercomputer.
Yeah.
I mean, it would crash instantly if you tried to do auto tune on it.
As it should, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point. I mean, when you look at the '70s, you've got artists that are writing their own music, playing their own music, singing their songs. You have multi-talented artists that do multiple instruments. You had experimental instruments that were added in there, sitars and other kinds of stuff. We talked about the Beatles, but the Beatles all went solo during the '70s, and I think each one of them had a song or two on the radio. Solo career wise. So it was amazing to see some of these things. You had bands that were formed where you go back and you look at who was in the band. You're like, oh my gosh, how did they not make it as a huge band? Because each one of those performers is an incredible artist on their own. So I look at all these things and we see the '70s and just this explosion of music. And I thought that there were there was a lot more experimentation and a lot more variety in these compared to some of the other years.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
So anything else about the '70s that we want to talk about before we get into our list? Okay. All right. So we're going to start with Agent Pepsi 1's list. And she's going to go through hers.
Okay.
So give me one moment. Let me set everything up. Good grief. If you could use some of this, I'm on an Apple computer, and if you guys know an Apple computer, it's hard to scroll down on certain things without hitting both the buttons and not clicking on anything else. Huh. All right. So Agent Pepsi 1's coming up. And we're going to add her slideshow to the stage. So, Agent Pepsi 1's top 40 songs of the '70s. Woohoo!
Okay. Right.
So we're going to start with songs 40 through 36 that she's got. Do you want to go through the list, or you want me to tell the names and then you'll talk about them?
Oh, hey, I'll go through the list. This is great. So let me start with number 40. And on number 40, I have one of the greatest female vocalists of all time, in my opinion, is Donna Summer, because she has such a unique voice with a range. Mm-hmm. This is someone, in Hot Stuff. It was Bad Girl and Hot Stuff. That was that mix for that album. Mm-hmm. But it's Hot Stuff that really captured the imagination.
Oh, yeah.
You hear this to this day. In fact, my school just had a prom not this Saturday, but last Saturday. And Hot Stuff is one of the songs they played.
Wow.
That is amazing. It's,
wild.
It's almost 50 years old and they played this.
Wow.
Just incredible. It's just, and then you had 39. I have, maybe I should rank this a little bit higher, but it's, Sultans of Swing. I'm not a big Dire Straits fan. I like some of their stuff, but Sultans of Swing, I could listen to it all day long. Mark Knopfler on the guitar it's just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have number 38, which is Rainbow. And that's the band that was formed by Richie Blackmore after he left Deep Purple. He got so mad and and you had Dio singing for him for a while, and others. But he's a real perfectionist, and yeah, and Temple of the King came from the first album, Rainbow Rising. So, I mean, it is just amazing. This is a great, 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 great song. It's a little slower than most on that album, but it's heavy. Yeah, I mean, and then I have 37. I mean, Paul Simon. I mean, that's half of Simon and Garfunkel. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. You know, get on the bus, Jack. You know, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, you know, oh my God. I mean, it's just incredible. And then I have one. It's from 1977, and it's by a band that should have been every bit as big as, say, Deep Purple Rainbow, and they weren't. Uriah Heep.
Mm-hmm.
And The Hanging Tree. If you don't know this one, it is mesmerizing. You know, you can't place this one. You either think, hey, you know, this is the early 70s maybe, or you think this is the mid 80s, one or the other.
Right.
But you would never imagine it to be 1977. I don't know if you all know The Hanging Tree, but it is incredible.
No, I don't know that song.
Yeah.
No. Cool. Interesting set of 5. Heather, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Rainbow and Uriah Heep, just great harder rock bands, really cool. I love Donna Summer. Obviously, I'm a fan. And I think it's funny. I have 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover on my list, and I thought I'd be the only one. I'm not a huge Paul Simon fan, but I love that song. Kind of.
Oh God!
I must love the sentiment or something. But good.
Good stuff, though.
Interesting. You all have it, and I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I had to decide between that one and Kodachrome because I love both of those.
Yeah, Kodachrome's a good song.
Kodachrome's a good song.
Yeah, I just really love 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. The catchy, the lyrics are funny, you know, slip out the back, Jack, make a plan, stand. But the music to it is
don't have to be cool, Roy.
The kind of it's almost a militaristic in part. It's a cool little rhythmic kind of catchy tune. So I love it. Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, Donna Summer had like a string of like 5 or 6 number ones in a row. I remember us talking about this in the late 70s, 79, I believe. But she was the queen of the 70s. I mean, at the end right
absolutely.
there. I mean, she just had so many hits. I mean, it was just like, oh my goodness. Everywhere. And when she wasn't producing hits for herself, she was, you know, doing duets, which is pretty awesome. Love that you got Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're a band that came on in the late 70s, and I thought they really hit their stride in the early 80s with Brothers in Arms. But Sultans of Swing has always been one of my favorite songs from the 70s by them. I also like Roller Girl, which is another good one by them. So very cool stuff. I like that you got some of the heavier rock as well. So
Mark Knopfler is an underrated guitar player, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you all know the story behind Sultans of Swing.
No, go ahead.
Mark Knopfler, from what I understand, Mark Knopfler was at a venue in London in the it would have to been the mid 70s maybe, with his girlfriend or wife at the time, and yeah, they had this cover band that wasn't very good. And you know, I mean, I saw this in an interview, so I'm just going to paraphrase what he said. You know, but he said he had a lot to drink, and his significant other had a lot to drink, and they were just dancing the whole time. And then he said the night flew by, and then at the very end, it was just them on the dance floor, and basically the band just signed off, and they said, you know, goodbye, we're the Sultans of Swing. Huh. So that's where this came from, the Sultans of Swing. You know, and in the song he talks about it because he said, you know, all these people, you know, this guy doesn't have a good guitar. This guy had a day job and he's doing well. And, you know, I mean, this is where all this comes from in the song.
Yeah. Very cool. That is awesome. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, Dire Straits is just so awesome, and we just I'm glad you put them on here. But yeah, those are the first set. Now let's look at the next 5 you got here. All right, I don't have the names of the words listed. Do you have your list in front of you?
Yeah.
Pepsi one. If not, I can read them either way.
Oh no, I have them. I have it. It's not a problem. Number 35. Maybe this one should have been a little bit higher too. It's the Eagles, Hotel California. I adore this song. I really do. I don't know. I've talked about it before. My husband and I we used to love vacationing in California because before California became really weird. And I do remember driving down Highway 1, and this song came on the radio. And you had, the Pacific Ocean to one side, you had the mountains on the other because you're going right around the, those hills and the mountains right on the coast.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was the most. I think we were by San Simeon at the time it came on. We have Hearst Castle, and we stayed at this beautiful place right on the beach. And we had wine overlooking the Pacific Ocean. I mean, this, this is what this reminds me of. This song it's just incredible.
Awesome. I love that. I love that you got an awesome memory with the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I loved it before this came, but this is just absolutely insane. I just think about this. This was back in, oh my God, this is 2013, I think, 14 when this happened. So, yeah, and the next one I have, number 34, is Atlanta Rhythm Section. It's Imaginary Lover from 1978. That is, oh God, I just melt when I hear this one. It is so beautiful.
Man, I didn't know you had a song about my love life.
Oh my God. Rob, I mean, maybe, number 30, maybe number 33, Kansas Dust in the Wind would be the appropriate follow-up to that.
Yeah, probably.
It's not even part-time lover, it's imaginary lover.
I mean, this is just coincidence that these 3 songs are all from 1978. Because, I mean, Dust in the Wind, it was a high point, I think, in the career of Kansas. They were, after their sound was so spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, then number 33, there were so many Bob Segers. I love Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. I just, but he has so many good songs. There are just so many songs in the 70s that I love. But Hollywood Nights, I mean, oh God, I mean, this one, excuse me, my allergies with all the pine around here, and the pollen is just killing me, so I'm coughing a bit. But this one right here is just, I mean, I love this song. When it talks about him waking up and the illusion is gone of his girlfriend. I mean, it's just incredible. Yeah, and number 31, I have Fleetwood Mac, Rhiannon. And this is just a song I can listen to all the time. You have Stevie singing this, it's just, oh my God. I mean, when this comes on, I just drift away. I just literally drift away. I close my eyes and, I am gone from reality.
Oh, so you almost become Rhiannon.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, is number 30 on this list as well?
No, we're 30's on the next slide. But
okay.
Heather, any thoughts on Edge and Pepsi 1's 5s?
Yeah, these are great. Hotel California, obviously, such an iconic song, and that guitar beginning is just magical.
Oh my God, yes.
I had to leave it off my list because I have another Eagles song that is my, a personal favorite, but I think that's probably their best song, Hotel California. Just you can listen to that, and which I have like heard it over and over and over again. I too love Bob Seger. Kansas, Dust in the Wind, I have that on my list too, and Fleetwood Mac, a different song, obviously, but yeah, these are all just, classic, just bands, performers, and it's these, like, there's so many Bob Seger songs, there's so many Fleetwood Mac songs, so many Kansas songs. These are all just, how do you even pick? So yeah, these are all.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And Hotel California is iconic. I left it off because I had two other Eagles songs, but I mean, they opened their concert with it, and it's just incredible. I saw them at the Sphere a couple weeks ago, and they opened with the Hotel California. And the imagery that they added to that is just amazing, and Henley can still belt that out. But the interesting thing is that Felder wrote the guitar lick for it, and it's just incredible. And then Joe Walsh added his signature to it, and I can't tell you how awesome it is live.
Yeah,
especially when they've got a new Stewart Smith had to leave the band because he developed I forget what disease he's got, but he wasn't able to play anymore, and Henley got another guy, and he's really good, and he's one of the best musicians I've ever seen, and he and Joe Walsh just trading their licks back and forth at the end of the song is just so amazing. I think honestly, folks, Hotel California is great on the album, but if you can find a live copy of it or see it live or listen to it live, it's even better. And then, Hollywood Nights, Bob Seger, classic, and Rihanna and Fleetwood Mac. I mean, my goodness, Stevie Nicks, what a wonderful voice. And it's interesting, kind of the interconnection with the Eagles, Bob Seger and Fleetwood Mac. So Glenn Frey got his start singing backup for one of Bob Seger's songs, and they were good friends. And then, Don Henley and Stevie Nicks dated for a while. So kind of interesting stuff. And then you've got Kansas on here. I've got a different Kansas song, but I love Dust in the Wind. Another Kansas song that I like that I don't think anybody had was How Long Till the Point of No Return, which is a really good song.
That's a good one. That is a really good one.
Yeah. So, but Kansas is an underrated band. Folks, if you get a chance to listen to their, like, not even just their greatest hits, but some of their albums, they do a lot of unique stuff with their music. Okay, let's keep going.
Talk about incredible musicians, and we're all saying Kansas.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Well, they added fiddle to a lot of their stuff too, and people don't realize it. It's like, hey, Kansas is up there too. So, all right, Asia Pepsi 1. Let's go 30 through 26.
Okay, 30 to 26, and number 30, I have Nazareth. Love Hurts. I mean, although it peaked in 76, I believe it was released in 74. So it's kind of interesting. But I just love the way the song, oh my God. It is just, Love Hurts is one of those songs, when it comes on, I just have to turn up the radio. It's just amazing. But number 29, I have Jefferson Starship. Miracles. I mean, that is, if I were to pick any Jefferson Starship, any Jefferson Airplane, or any Starship song, I think that would be the one that I would listen to. That's off the Red Octopus album. Absolutely insane. I mean, interesting enough, they hired a fiddle player to play on this, and this gentleman, if you see the band Jefferson Starship in the 1970s when this came out, I mean, this was an older black gentleman, and he was like in his late 70s, and he had like this 3-piece suit from the 1940s. I mean, it's just a contrast between them. But he played on this, and he was with him for, I think, one album, which was Red Octopus. Yeah, and then of course I have number 28. It's going to be another Rainbow song, and probably my favorite Rainbow song, 16th Century Greensleeves.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, that is a song I can listen to all the time. It is simply incredible. When it talks about locking her up in the tower and throwing away the key. I mean, these things are just, this is Richie Blackmore at his best. It really is. And then in number 27, I have the Four Seasons. And this is one of the few disco songs I have up here. December 1963, Oh, What a Night. Oh, that song is just, oh my God. I love it. I love the song. Yeah, my husband laughs at me when this comes on, and I listen to it and turn it up.
Frankie Valli is awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's a newer sound for them, a more unique sound from what they had in the past, but that's a classic sound.
Yeah,
well, and you got 3 different Four Seasons singing on that song too.
Exactly. If you look at this, there was a YouTube video, an actual video, the official video for this that was made in the 70s. It is incredible. I strongly recommend watching that. And let me go to number 26. I have America. Sister Golden Hair. This is a song that I think, this is the song for me from America, from this era. Yeah, there's just so much, and there's just so much that I couldn't put on because of that. I only have 40 spaces.
Yeah.
I could have had 100 and still had songs that I wanted to play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, even 100 is tough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. These lists were tough, folks. Trying to whittle it down to 40. Even though I gave some guidelines for it to make it easier, it didn't make the task any easier. Any other thoughts on these, Heather?
Yeah, Nazareth I didn't have, but I love that song. Just the keyboard and guitar sound on it is so cool.
Yes.
Psychedelic kind of sounding. It has such a unique sound to it. It's one that you don't ever mistake for anything else. It's so cool. December 63, I have that on my list too. And then these are classics, right? America and Starship.
Oh God, yes.
Rainbow I didn't have on my list, but they're such a great hard band. So many songs.
Yeah. I'm glad you had the Nazareth song. I like how his vocal range on that song is really good too. But I love the album cover for Jefferson Starship that I pulled from Miracles. Red octopus, and it's got a heart in the middle. That's cool.
That's a really cool logo.
Yeah. Yeah, on the oh my God, I just had a brain fart. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, Love Hurts. Yeah. I was thinking about, instead of having Love Hurts, having This Flight Tonight, which is another one of my favorite Nazareth songs. But I think Love Hurts really fits better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do too. All right, let's go to your next set of 5.
Okay.
That would be 25 through 21.
Yeah, 25, I have another Uriah Heep song, and this is maybe my favorite Uriah Heep song of the 1970s, Easy Living. From 1972, if you want a brutally hard song, this is it. This is brutality and heavy metal. It's just, it is. It's off this album. I can't remember exactly I can't remember the exact title of the album, but they have these really hard songs, and they have, gypsies on that same album. It's just one thing after another. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Number 24, I have Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, which is my favorite Elton John song from the 1970s. Yeah, if I think of Elton John in the 70s, this song, or Philadelphia Freedom. Daniel is good too, but I think Daniel was 1969 though.
Yeah, it was his first album, one of his first hits. And it was one of the first songs that he played at the Troubadour when he first came to America.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I did not know that. Seals and Croft, Summer Breeze at number 23. Now, Mr. Croft passed away recently.
Mm-hmm.
He was like 96 or
Yeah.
something like that. Summer Breeze, that song and Diamond Girl, which is from 73. They just, oh my God. I just love those. Yeah, and then I have my favorite Paul McCartney and Wings song, Band on the Run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it says 1974 in Wikipedia, but I do believe it's a 1973 song. So I'm not sure, but anyway, it's in the early 70s, and this song is just incredible. And I think it defined. I'm not a big Paul McCartney and Wings fan, but I think this defined that for me. You know, and that's another song I can listen to over and over and over again. Yeah, then I have number 21. And this is something unusual. It is Santa Esmeralda, and it is the 18-minute version of Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood.
Yes.
And that is, I mean, that is a disco masterpiece if there's ever been one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I tell you when to listen to that. I don't know if y'all know, I don't drink alcohol anymore at all.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I've given it up in 2024 for my New Year's resolution. Well, 2025. But yeah, I used to have like a big glass of wine and listen to the song, a little buzz. And you know, I'm in the stereos, and you crank this up.
Yeah.
And those bass hits, and I'm just sitting in my chair going, "This is incredible." My dog is like hiding in the other room.
How long before the neighbors came over and told you to turn it down?
You know, I mean, luckily my nearest neighbor was like, they're like 50, 75 feet away. So, I mean, that's not a problem, but, oh my God, I love that song.
Yeah.
I have to be in the mood for it, though. I do admit I have to be in the mood for it, but that song is incredible.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think this is a good list so far. Heather?
You know, the cuts were so painful, especially once you get closer to 40, like the
oh my God
10. And I had the song on my list, Santa Esmeralda, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. And I was like, you know what?
Yes.
I was like, I can take it off and not include it in my top 40 because I'm pretty sure Agent Pepsi 1 is gonna have it on her list. And you did not let me down. You saved it. So that was perfect. I knew you would I knew you would have it. So I was like, okay, I can take it off mine because she's gonna have it on hers. Yeah, it's just awesome. Like the clapping, the Spanish, and then it comes in with the little acoustic guitar, and then you got the electric guitar kind of solo and all the instrumentation. It's an awesome song. I mean, to me, it's like beyond disco because you got so much cool guitar and bass and super cool song. I love that song. And again, like Elton John, Yellow Brick Road, that's actually my favorite. Yellow Brick Road's my favorite Elton John song too. Just love the story and the piano.
Yeah.
I had to use a different Elton John just because I was stuck for a top 40 song that year, so I had to swap it out. But yeah, great stuff. Again, I love all these.
Yeah, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is also my favorite too, and we went over the album as well. But I'm glad you put a Seals and Crofts song here. I love Summer Breeze. I had to leave Seals and Crofts off of my list because I got down to the cuts and it just was difficult. It's difficult to cut, but great stuff. All right, let's go to your next set of 5 here.
Okay, I mean, I have Albert Hammond. It Never Rains in Southern California. That song is a song. It's 1973. It's a song of the era. And this man is a great songwriter. I mean, he really is. And he's a great singer. And it just tells a story. It tells the story of Hollywood, basically selling glitz and a dream, and about this guy moving to Southern California because of that. Like he said, he hopped aboard a westbound 747. So and then says, "Hey, don't tell him how you found me." Down and out on his luck. So I mean, it's just, the stories behind this. Here's these songs that have stories, unlike this crap that they have nowadays. And then I have number 19, which is Hocus Pocus. Yeah, and that song. I mean, if you think Ozzy is heavy, or Black Sabbath, you have to listen to this song. It is an instrumental with yodeling. It's insane. Yeah, I mean, are you all? Have you ever heard this song?
I don't think so.
Oh my God! I mean, it's off an album called Moving Waves. I mean, I play this occasionally. People look at me strange when I do. Yeah, but I mean, it's absolutely. I mean, it is a super, 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 super heavy song.
Interesting.
I mean, it puts Rainbow to shame. It puts Deep Purple to shame in its heaviness.
Wow.
So I mean, it is, almost to the level of Frigid Pink, but not quite.
Right. Oh, sounds cool.
Yeah, and then I have number 18. I have Grand Funk Railroad. We're an American band. That is a classic.
Yeah.
I mean, again, my preference is the early 70s and the late 70s. So I have very few songs in between. So We're an American Band is a 1973 release. And then in number 17, I jump all the way back to 1979 to October of 79. Time Passages by Al Stewart, which is my second favorite song by Al Stewart. I mean, it is another one of those songs where he tells the story of heartbreak and loss. I mean, at times I cry listening to this. It's just so beautiful. Number 16, Kenny Loggins with "Please Come to Boston."
Actually, it's Dave Loggins.
I'm sorry, Dave Loggins. I have Kenny Loggins on the brain from that song from Top Gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dave Loggins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, "Please Come to Boston." Another one of those songs that tell the story of lost love. I mean, the way it starts. I mean, he talks to his girlfriend in Tennessee, and he says, "Why don't you come to Boston? I should be working at this cafe very soon, and this and this and that. My friends have plenty of room." So I mean, he doesn't even have a place. He has I mean, he's a roommate. Then at the end of the song, I mean, he talks about living in California right off the beach in Malibu. He talks about Hollywood stars living next to him. And she tells him the whole time, "No, why don't you come back, back home to me?" So, I mean, it's one of these songs of, heartbreak and loss.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm glad you got Grand Funk on here because they've got some amazing songs in the 70s. Very underrated band, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I will say, both times I've been to Los Angeles, it poured rain, so it never rains in Southern California. It's BS.
My favorite on here is "Please Come to Boston." I love that song. I wanted to have it on my list really bad too. It's just like, oh man. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. The story it tells, and it's just heartbreaking. Really beautiful. Always been one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. It is a pretty song. I agree. So. All right, let's get to your 15 through 11 here, and then we'll get to your top 10.
Yeah, okay, 15 through 11. Number 15, I have another one of my Seals and Croft favorite, Diamond Girl. So I was, like I said, I was debating having, Summer Breeze there or, swapping them around. I figured Diamond Girl is actually a better song. This is another one of the songs I can listen to all the time. And it's just, when I listen to that, I have like this feeling of the beach. I don't know why. I just think of beaches and holidays and sunshine. It's just interesting to me. Then at number 14, I have Fleetwood Mac, Tusk. This is another one of those songs that is, you either love it or you hate it. There's like nothing in between. So, and the video for this is really, really cool.
Yep.
So
that song is interesting. I'll tell you about it in a minute.
Yeah, and then number 13, I have Carly Simon with "You're So Vain." This is one that my mom actually used to love. She used to play this all the time. This is one of the songs. Carly Simon, she's a really great singer and very underrated, in my opinion. And then you have hold on just a second. Give me just a second. My sinuses are running.
So Tusk,
all right.
It's the USC marching band, and they got to perform with part of that. And what I think is so great about that song is the heavy downbeat and the drums by Mick. The boom, 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 boom.
That's a great beat. Love that song.
Yeah, and the weird thing is the song's about them and their conversations back and forth with the cheating amongst each other in the band. So
exactly. That the video has nothing to do with any of this.
Yeah,
so cool. Just the sound of that song, though, like the vocals and the heavy drum beat, the horns. It's one of the coolest sounding songs.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
The beginning where we have, my husband can do that. It's like woo 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 woo. That male voice.
Why like, don't you ask him if he's
no. Before that, you have like this I don't know. It sounds like ancient Roman to me.
The yelling, the talking part in the beginning, like the loud.
Yeah, exactly. Intro. Yeah, I love that. Let's go to number 12. I have Tom Jones, She's a Lady from 1971. Tom Jones, 71. I think if I were in 1971, Tom Jones, he could have knocked me over with a feather. But this song, She's a Lady, is amazing. It is amazing. This song.
Great voice.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
And then I have number 11, which it's a song that's often overlooked. It's from a band called Free. It's called The Wishing Well. That is an amazing piece.
Yeah. Problem is when I think of Wishing Well, I think of the 80s song, which
right
because I don't want to get stuck in my head. But
Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Free's a good band. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they are. Yep. But yeah, I like this list. Tom Jones was a sex symbol of the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right, who's You're So Vain really about? What do you guys think?
Isn't it Mick Jagger? Wasn't that what it's supposed to be about?
No, Mick Jagger sang backup on the song.
James Taylor? Was it about James Taylor?
No, she was married to James Taylor, but I don't think it was about him.
I don't know then. Can't remember.
The only one that matches up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was going to say I don't know either.
I think it's Warren Beatty.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Yeah, they were involved. I think Carly Simon, Warren Beatty were involved for a while.
Yes, and it's because he did have a horse at the track, and he did go to Nova Scotia to see a total eclipse of the sun.
Mhm.
And he was starring in some spy movies. And so, like, yeah, so everything that she mentions in there fits Warren Beatty more so than anybody else, really. So,
interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know. Supposedly it's still a secret, but I think it's Warren Beatty. So
yeah, I think so too.
But anyway, anything else about these 5 before Pepsi tells us about the ones that didn't make it?
Well, let me tell you about the one that didn't make it. The first one that didn't make it is Blues Image, right? Captain Ride.
That's a good song.
It is an amazing song. Yeah, then I have the disco classic from Kiss. I Was Made for Loving You.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, I mean that is a magnificent song.
Yes.
And here's another one. Here's another one that's often overlooked. John Stewart, Gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
From '79, that too is great. The Guess Who, No Time.
Yes, the Guess Who is great.
Yeah, then I have Sugarloaf with the Green Eyed Lady.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean I have just a few more. I have Gary Wright with Dreamweaver.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what an amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Made popular again by Wayne's World.
Oh yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Great scene in that movie.
and then there is Golden Earring with Radar Love.
Yes.
Yes.
Love that too.
It's a great song.
That is an amazing, amazing song. And Warren Zevon, everybody knows him for Werewolves of London, but his best song ever was Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. That one, oh my God. It told the story of a mercenary.
Huh. Interesting.
It is a brutal song.
Wow.
And I mean it's based on reality.
Whoa. Okay.
And then there is Crosby, Stills and Nash and Young, Woodstock, which is probably my favorite song of theirs.
Yeah, I tried to include some CSNN, but a lot of their stuff was from the late '60s. Because I love Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, but that was a 1968 song. So
yeah, this is a song that's actually from '69, but it charted in 1970.
Cool.
And then the last song I have, well, I have 2 more. The last song I have is Alan O'Day with Undercover Angel.
Mm-hmm.
That is simply a beautiful song. And then I have Supertramp with School.
Cool.
From 1974 off Crime of the Century.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are your Jackson 5 songs, Agent Pepsi 1?
Well, I mean, I have this worst ever list on the spreadsheet I sent you, and I call them the shits in 5. So
oh my gosh, you got like 3 of their songs on that list. Oh my gosh.
5 or 6.
I thought your top would include Ben, the Jackson 5s. Ben.
Oh God, no.
Actually, that's a Michael Jackson song, but
is it?
Yeah. Oh
good.
All right. Agent Pepsi 1, let's get into your top 10. We'll go through each of these one at a time, but we'll make it fast, folks. But she's got an awesome one to kick off at number 10.
Yeah, number 10 is Derek and the Dominoes, Layla.
Mm-hmm.
That, I mean, oh my God, the beginning of that is just absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, number 9 is Alex Stewart, On the Border. That's off the Year of the Cat album. That is probably, I mean, that album is so strong anyway, but this is probably, I've said Year of the Cat, this is probably the second best song off that album. Number 8, I have Frigid Pink, another band that is little known, but these were super, super, super heavy. Their version of House of the Rising Sun.
Yep.
Yeah, remake of the Animals. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, and then I have number 7. I have Queen, We Are the Champions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's an anthem. I mean, that is
My
a
favorite
literal
Queen song,
anthem.
probably.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for number 6, I have Led Zeppelin, and this is my favorite Zeppelin song. And I thought about it. Stairway to Heaven, I love Battle of Evermore, but Whole Lot of Love. That is just the defining Led Zeppelin for me. So this is. Do you want to stop here and go to the next 5?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about these 5. That's cool. Either way.
Yeah, I would say Layla. I mean, I love that guitar riff. Such an iconic guitar riff. That's an incredible song. And Frigid Pink, I like that too. I love that remake. I think it's cool. Kind of that fuzzy sounding psychedelic guitar. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, but I mean, they were super heavy.
Yeah, very.
They were super, super heavy.
Yeah, they're a really good band. I like them a lot. Obviously, Zeppelin. Everything Zeppelin's great.
Yeah, I mean, Whole Lot of Love is just. I mean, the guitar on Whole Lot of Love is just. It's just amazing. Just the opening. I mean, that's your introduction to Led Zeppelin, by far.
69. Yeah, it is 69. Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swift. So
yeah,
69.
Yeah,
close enough.
Yeah, but it peaked in 1970. That's what it was on Wikipedia.
Yeah, it actually entered the charts. It was actually one of the few ones that they released as a single to try and get them a little bit more popular in the States before they came over. So
yeah, sometimes things release one year, they chart the next year. So
yeah,
you can use it take it either year.
Yep. All right, let's get into your top 5.
Yeah, in the top 5. I mean, all these songs are with one exception, are from the late 70s. You have number 5, Sniffing the Tears. Driver's Seat is just this song. Oh my God, this song is just insane. Yeah, I mean, I could listen to this day and night. Number 4, I have Supertramp, The Logical Song. I mean, I mean, this is just an anthem for me. I just love the way the songs sound. It's just, it is incredible. I mean, it's just this explosion of talent. It's in the late 70s, explosion of talent of styles. And, I mean, in 1979, for example, you have also my next song, which is Video Killed the Radio Star.
Revolutionary. Yep.
I can't stand almost any other song by the Buggles, but this one is Off the Age of Plastic. It is amazing.
Who would have known it was going to be the first song aired on MTV?
Yeah, I mean, exactly right. And then you have an anthem from 1977, Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell. That is, oh my God, this song, yes, it's long, but I love this song. And if I have to pick, is this one or should I say, I Do Anything for Love, that came out in 93, off the Bat Out of Hell 2. Those are my favorite Meatloaf songs. And my favorite song of the 70s is Hear the Cat by Al Stewart. The opening with the violins and, this mystic place. I mean, that it talks about, being lost on, the night of a Bogart movie and so on and so forth. I mean, that's just incredible.
Yeah. Great stuff.
Yeah. So these are my top 40 plus the alternates.
Yeah. And we did Bat Out of Hell is one of the albums we love, and great song, great album.
Yeah, masterpiece. I love that song. Really good. I also love Logical Song. Such great writing. Really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, just so amazing.
I think Supertramp is an overlooked band.
Yeah, definitely.
So very cool. Agent Pepsi 1. That's Agent Pepsi 1's list. What does Heather have in store for us? Heather, what do you have in store for us? Is it pretty interesting? Got a similar list?
Well, I got mine are by year, just because I kind of had all the stuff highlighted as we talked about each year, so I could kind of just shift it over. And I gotta go definitely a variety of stuff. Little disco, little heavy metal, little rock. So a little bit of everything.
Find out more on Heather's list coming up. And here's Heather's list, riding it to the stage right now. Thanks, Agent Pepsi One. Your list is great, but let's go over Heather's. Heather's gonna be a little different because we're gonna go by years, and Heather will fill us in. So let's start with 1970. What do we got?
Yep, 1970. I've got Three Dog Night, Mama Told Me Not to Come, the Beatles, Across the Universe, Black Sabbath, of course, with Iron Man, and the James Gang with Funk 49. So obviously, I'm a huge fan of Black Sabbath, a huge fan of Joe Walsh. Just have the great. Those are the two of my favorite guitar riffs of all time: Funk 49 and Iron Man. Black Sabbath, man, this off the Paranoid album, it was hard to pick a song off that album because I love the whole album and love a lot of their albums and deeper cuts. But I think Iron Man's kind of an iconic song that everyone knows from Black Sabbath. Three Dog Night, I think, is a great 70s band. Mama Told Me Not to Come. I think it's funny. I love the kind of the cadence of the guy telling the story, and he's at this party, and it's just kind of a funny song. And then Across the Universe, I've always thought was a beautiful song. I absolutely love the lyrics to that song, and just really pretty. One of my favorite Beatles songs. And it was not released as a single off of that album, but definitely got popular kind of after that. So
Yeah, I agree. I love Across the Universe by the Beatles. I'm glad you included it. It's a great song by them. One of their last on their last album, and I think it's a really pretty song. Iron Man is a classic. Mama Told Me Not to Come is a great song by Three Dog Night, but Funk 49, folks, that song is amazing. Joe Walsh's guitar is just incredible, and I gotta plug again. If you can see him live doing that song, it's even better because his guitar playing is just amazing. And if you go to a concert or hear him in concert live, he'll change up a couple of things on it, which just sounds even better. Agent Pepsi One, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's Mama Told Me from Three Dog Night. I love Three Dog Night. Unfortunately, it's one of those bands I didn't include. Oversight on my part, and also, like I said, I mean, there were so many good songs in the 70s. There were just so many incredible songs.
Well, I mean, Dipsy's one dog enough for you right now, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Three dogs is too many. Yeah, it's tough to even get one song from every good band in the 70s and get 40.
Yeah.
So many good bands. It's like impossible task.
The funny thing is, like I said, I could have 100 songs from the 70s that I like. But, from the 90s, I have like 10. I said, all the 90s, I have like 10 songs.
Oh, no. I would say the early 90s, I think, are still really good, like 90, 91, 92. It's just later.
I mean, those are pretty good. I agree.
Yeah.
Later, it's tough.
All right. Speaking of later, let's look at 71.
All right. So 71, I have If You Could Read My Mind by Gordon Lightfoot, Me and My Bobby McGee by Janis Joplin, I Am, I Said by Neil Diamond, and Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. Just Gordon Lightfoot. I absolutely love his voice. And this song is just captivating to me. It's so beautiful with the acoustic guitar. It's such a sad song, like just kind of falling out of love. And I don't always like the heartbreak songs, but really love that one. Me and Bobby McGee, another one of my favorite songs. Janis Joplin, she just got that powerful, raspy voice. This is such a cool song. Just kind of you get the picture of them kind of riding with the trucker, and another kind of sad song, but really cool. I Am, I Said. I love Neil Diamond, so I had to include one from him. This is probably one of my favorites. Just really nostalgic and kind of you move away from home and you live somewhere else. You kind of get that always have that loneliness for not being at home. And Black Dog, Led Zeppelin. I had a tough time picking one Led Zeppelin song. Didn't want to overload the list. I could have put a ton in here, but Black Dog, I just love odd time signatures. So I love how the guitar kind of goes with the weird guitar or the weird drum timing, and then they kind of meet up at the end of each of their phrasings. I just think it sounds so cool. One song that I wanted on here that that didn't make the final cut was "Take Me Home, Country Roads," was also 1971. I really wanted to include it. It's one of my last cuts, and I was just like, ah, dang it. Something had to go.
Yep. Fortunately, somebody else might have that. I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Me and My Bobby McGee, that was written by Chris Christopherson. And this became a hit after Janice had died. She's that famous, 27 Club, dying at age 27. If You Could Read My Mind was actually about his divorce. Gordon Lightfoot was going through a divorce, and it was a difficult thing that had happened. And Led Zeppelin, Black Dog, we covered one with our albums we love, but if you don't remember, there was actually a black dog that was
right
running around the place where they Headley Grange, I think, is where they went, and they decided to call it after that dog. So kind of cool. Agent Pepsi, want anything on these?
Yeah, I mean, Me and Bobby McGee is probably my favorite of these. I Said is a great song by Neil Diamond. I am not a big fan of Black Dog. But yeah, I mean, these are good. These are really good.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Did I hear Pepsi growling at you because you said that?
Dipsy?
Dipsy, no.
Dipsy? No.
She's not black, so.
She's not black. She's completely white. She's a dogo.
Oh, I thought she was a black dog, but
no.
No.
I grew up with black labs, so cool. All right, 72, Heather.
1972. So we have American Pie by Don McLean, Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress by the Hollies, Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues, and Roundabout by Yes. So American Pie, it just like the story that it tells is so cool with all the symbolism in it, and love the acoustic guitar. I love hearing everyone's interpretations of the lyrics, and just something really cool. I don't get tired of hearing that. Nights in White Satin, such a beautiful classic rock song, a great voice, beautiful instrumentation. Long Cool Woman, I just think that's just such a cool song. The opening guitar riff is cool. The lyrics are cool. The cadence of the voice lines. That's one of those that I have to turn up the volume every time it comes on. And then Roundabout by Yes, I think that's just incredible. Kind of getting into the prog rock stuff. And they're all just incredible musicians. Yeah, I love that song too.
Very cool stuff. I'm glad you included the Moody Blues on here. That was one I had to cut, and I love Yes, but the Hollies, this is one of their first big hits since one of their members left and became a part of another famous band. Do you know who left the Hollies to become part of another band with two former Buffalo Springfield members?
I can't think of that.
Yeah.
Graham Nash.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Graham Nash was in the Hollies?
Wow.
So I'm not a huge fan of the Hollies. I just love that one song. So I've never really paid that much attention to him. But that's pretty cool. I love Graham Nash.
Yeah. Yep. He was there. He helped. He one of his big songs at the Hollies was Bus Stop.
Yeah, that is a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll probably get into that when we do the 60s. But yeah, I love that song too. But yeah.
Oh, cool.
Love Long Cool Woman, though. Great song. Agent Pepsi 1, thoughts?
Yeah, there are 3 songs on here I unfortunately had to cut because I didn't have any more room. I mean, Nights in White Satin is actually the 1972 version is a remake, and I assume not a remake, a re-release of the 1968 song.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that doesn't mean that it's less good. It's amazing. Long Cold Woman in a Black Dress is insanely good, as is American Pie. Yeah, but unfortunately, I mean, there's just
Yeah.
I'm not a big Yes fan, so Roundabout is not one of my favorites, but that's okay. But the other three, I mean, unfortunately, I had to cut. But
so when it comes on the radio, you say, no.
Yeah, I mean, I let it play. I let it play, but I don't turn it up.
You got to turn down on some of the songs, because otherwise, you know, if you have it all the way up, then when something better comes on, you don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, exactly right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go through 1973.
All right, 1973, I had a little bit of funk with Stevie Wonder's Superstition, Smoke on the Water, Deep Purple, and Steely Dan's Showbiz Kids. So Stevie Wonder, I love Stevie Wonder, and this is my favorite song, one of my favorite songs, or maybe my favorite by him, I don't know. But it's just a cool concept, Superstition, with the lyrics are kind of cool. I love the Jeff Beck drum intro is fantastic, and the kind of that funky keyboard and bass line on this. And yeah, I love the chorus on it's cool. Just a cool composition, the way all the instruments go together. Obviously Smoke on the Water, Deep Purple. That's one of the most iconic guitar riffs ever. And it's the bane of the existence of all Guitar Center employees.
It is.
Yeah, I bet. That and Stairway.
Because Stairway you have to be a little better to play. Like everyone just beginning guitar learns dun dun dun. This is easy to play, so everyone goes in there, and everyone who's just starting to play guitar. It's cool, a cool song. That guitar riff is super simple, but as the song progresses, it actually gets pretty complex with the bass and the keyboard, and really cool instrumentation in that. And the Showbiz Kids, Steely Dan. I love Steely Dan. They've got so many good songs, and I was struggling to pick one. I love like Reeling in the Years and Peg.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh yeah.
Tough cuts. This one's kind of a deeper cut and not really a single that was popular, but I love how sarcastic the lyrics are, and it's got this kind of funky guitar. It's a little heavier, where a lot of Steely Dan songs sound more jazzy. This one sounds a little more rock based, so I don't know. I had to go with that one. It's kind of got a more funky groove to it.
Yeah, I love Steely Dan. I'm glad I got to include one song from theirs, but that's another group that it was really hard to pick a song from theirs.
Yes,
there's so many great ones.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, on these, I mean, on Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water is probably my favorite. But I mean, there is on that same album, there is a better song called "Pictures of Home." That is amazing.
Yeah, that's a good song too.
Yeah.
Love Deep Purple.
Oh God, yes, they are amazing. But I think they really hit their stride in the 80s.
Yeah. Yep.
With Perfect Strangers. I think that was their best CD they ever released.
Yep. Let's go to 74.
All right. 74, we got Benny and the Jets, Elton John, Oh Very Young by Cat Stevens, and Freebird from Lynyrd Skynyrd. So yeah, Cat Stevens, I love. The acoustic guitar and the piano on this song are fantastic, but I really love the lyrics. Just kind of like how you're only here for a short time, and just a very nostalgic kind of meaning to this song. I love the analogies in it. Benny and the Jets is great. It's not my favorite Elton John song, but I kind of had to have one in this year, hitting in the top 40 per our rules. But I do love this song. I think it's one of the most recognizable instant, like from one note, you can recognize it. Like, I don't know, you remember the show Name That Tune, where you get like 5 seconds of a song and have to name it on the game show. This song, you would only need one note. It'd be the easiest song to identify ever on Name That Tune, because you hear that the piano note and you know exactly what it is. So it's a fun song. And then obviously Freebird, Lynyrd Skynyrd. I had to have that. Love the lyrics. Love all the guitar solo. Those guys are great. So
yeah, where's my buzzer? I need a buzzer. Somebody buzz me.
Buzzer.
Oh, buzzer. What?
Buzz me, please? Can you buzz me, please? Yeah, I cannot. Thank you, but I cannot stand Freebird.
Oh my gosh!
I cannot stand Freebird.
See, you shouldn't have buzzed for her.
Oh, no,
you have to buzz yourself now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot stand it. You know, but Benny and the Jets is amazing. I love that song. Isn't Candle in the Wind? It's also on that. I didn't know they were on the same album though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a song that's written about Marilyn Monroe. And it was later, he later released it about Princess Diana.
Yep.
But
yeah,
it's beautiful. Cat Stevens, he has some songs that I like Peace Train, but those were in his earlier career.
Yeah, Peace Train was around the same time, I think, early 70s.
Yeah. I'm glad you included Freebird on here because we need some Skynyrd. I love Lynyrd Skynyrd, and it was hard for me to pick songs by Skynyrd because they're one of my favorite ones too. So it's just like, man, what do we got?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know it was on your early list. I don't know if it made your final.
We'll find out. All right, let's go to 75. Oh, you only got 2 here, but
only 2. Wow, yeah, mid-70s weren't big. Well, Fame from David Bowie, because I needed a top 40 this year, and then Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd. My favorite Pink Floyd song, and it was a struggle because that album has so many good songs. Also love Time and other songs from them, but landed on Wish You Were Here. It's just a nice kind of nostalgic song. And Fame, I love David Bowie. I think he's super cool. Kind of weird, but cool.
Yeah, I think Bowie's awesome, and Fame's probably one of my favorite ones. Heather, we got good taste because I Wish You Were Here is my favorite Pink Floyd song too. But that album's so great. I mean, they got Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, which takes up like the cool side, and then Have a Cigar is another one that's just funky and cool. Yeah, I mean, I just but Wish You Were Here is just such a pretty acoustic guitar. And that's something that I think a lot of people try to learn on acoustic guitar. So
I love that riff. That's a great guitar riff.
Yeah.
It's sad. The notes of it just kind of make you melancholy.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody buzz me again, please.
No, I'm not gonna buzz you for Pink Floyd, babe. You should get buzzed.
I'm not a big Pink Floyd fan other than Dark Side of the Moon, but David Bowie, Fame is an excellent song. I really love that one. So that would be my pick for 75 on these.
Cool.
But
all right.
Pink Floyd, no.
Wow. No Pink
Floyd. Yikes.
What a hot take.
Let's go to the bicentennial year and the Rob birth year. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say that out loud? 76.
76 is December 1963. Oh, What a Night by the Four Seasons. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon. And Take It to the Limit by the Eagles.
It's another good one.
So I love all these. We talked about Paul Simon. That's just a fantastic song. And December 1963, love that. Take It to the Limit is my favorite Eagles song. I obviously Hotel California is the most iconic song and most popular, but just a personal favorite. Take It to the Limit. I've listened to that like on loop, like over and over again, where you just keep repeating the same song. And I love the lyrics, the melody, vocals, when they sing harmonies on this, when they all hit together, spent my life running around. It's just like ecstasy moments. So good. Just love that song. One that I had to leave out of 76 was Dream On by Aerosmith.
Oh.
That's a fantastic song, and it didn't make the cut because these are all just so awesome. And More Than a Feeling by Boston. It's just like, God dang, how man, they're just such great songs and not wrote for all of them. But yep, these are the three we ended on for this year.
Yeah, gosh, man, both those songs that you left off, those are two of my favorite songs by those bands too, because Dream On's my favorite Aerosmith. But Take It to the Limit, Randy Meisner, that was his Opus song, but he got sick of singing it, and he got into a fight with Glenn Frey on their Hotel California tour about singing it, and he didn't want to sing it. And Glenn Frey was like, "Come on, that's what the crowd came here to see," because it was one of their encore songs. And he eventually got kicked out of the band, left the band because of it, because they got in a big dispute over it. So
yeah, and he's not a singer as much on like a main singer on a lot of their big songs. So I don't know why he was protesting, but yeah, it's not like one of the other ones could just pick up that song because they all have such distinct voices. They don't, even though they harmonize great together, you could tell if someone else sang one of the other songs.
Yeah.
Work.
And One of These Nights, I think, is underrated. I think that's a great album too. Everybody flocks to Hotel California, but I'm like, One of These Nights is a really great album too.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 100%.
Pepsi, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, these are all great. These are all great. I would say, I support all of these. Take It to the Limit is one of those songs that's just, with that or Hotel California, and I think, well, I mean, but the other two I had on my list as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still just, they're just beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, the B side on Take It to the Limit, After the Thrill Is Gone, is a beautiful song too.
Yeah, that's a great song too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's another song almost about the Troubadour as well. So, all right, Heather, tell us about 77.
All right, 1977 is Night Moves by Bob Seger, Barracuda by Heart, and Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. So let's see. Yeah, Dreams, Fleetwood Mac. I love Stevie Nicks' voice on this one. She's got a great, I think her voice really stands out on that song. It's a little more simple musically. But honestly, I had to have a top 40 song for 1977. So that Fleetwood Mac song made the cut over Go Your Own Way, which I think was like number 90, which I actually like a little bit better.
Well, and both of those are kind of back and forth to each other, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Heart, I absolutely love Heart, and it was on the charts here. I could have a lot of their songs though. They're just fantastic. Night Moves, Bob Seger. I love Bob Seger, and this was a record. Like my mom had a huge actual record, like vinyl collection when I was a kid, obviously because this was way back when, and we had a turntable, and so I used to go through all of her older records, and I remember discovering this song probably when I was maybe like early high school. It just, going through her record collection, listening to older stuff. And I played this song so many times. Just love the acoustic guitar on it, and his voice, got that gritty voice. And I could pick a lot of his songs, but I absolutely love this one. So
Night Moves is probably my favorite Bob Seger song too, but love that. Barracuda is just awesome. That guitar on that song is just amazing.
The intro. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cool.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. But I think Night Moves, I mean, I love Barracuda, but Night Moves, I think of these three it's just the quintessential song. He has so many good songs in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Steven sometimes tries to sing Night Moves for me.
Really?
He's not very good. He's better than I am in singing, but he's not very good. But
wow, I don't know if I want to go into that story anymore.
yeah, that's about it.
Jeez.
So very cool. Yeah, 77 is an interesting year, but let's get to 78. And I broke it up in a couple of slides because there are a lot of songs from 78 for you, Heather.
Yeah.
But let's go into your disco picks. Oh my gosh, look at what we got here.
Yeah, I got a little taste of disco for 1977. I've got Donna Summer's Last Dance, the Bee Gees, Staying Alive, and ABBA, Take a Chance on Me, for the kind of the disco, little disco representation here. Love Donna Summer. I love her voice. This song is great. It kind of starts out slow, and then you get kick it up, get into the disco, and it's got a great bass line. Just love her in that song. A little bit different than some of the more popular ones, but always one of my favorites. Staying Alive, the Bee Gees. I mean, I love the Bee Gees too. I think their singing, their harmony is kind of surpassed disco for me, especially some of their slower songs. Always have a great bass line, great instrumentation. But I just landed on this one. I couldn't decide, and then I'm like, well, this song is just so iconic. Saturday Night Fever, John Travolta walking down the street, and I think everybody's probably heard this song, even if they don't know what it is. So just as a default, I hit this one. And then Take a Chance on Me, ABBA. I love ABBA. I love their vocals too. They kind of got that early synth sound starting. It's sounds starting to sound a little bit like early 80s more. And I was trying to decide too on an ABBA song, but this one's kind of upbeat and happy. Some of their songs are sad, like sad breakup songs, and like Knowing Me, Knowing You. I was like, that's a really good song, but God, it's really sad when you listen to the lyrics. So I just hit on this. I love the acapella opening of it. So that's where I was on this one.
Yeah, it's so pretty, the acapella opening of that song. I love that. And you're right. Some of their songs are sad because they were divorcing each other.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. But yeah, I think you got some really good ones. I like that you put Last Dance in there. That's an overlooked song, and I think that's a great song by Donna Summer. So
yeah, I mean, for me, it's Staying Alive out of these. I mean, it's a quintessential Bee Gees song. But I mean, it's another one that didn't make the cut. But ABBA's Take a Chance on Me. I love that song. I really do. But I mean, just there's so many good songs. It's just I mean, they don't make the cut. I can't help it.
All right, Heather rocked in 78 as well. What have you got from the rock charts?
All right, for rock, I've got Van Halen, Ain't Talking About Love. Meatloaf's Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Oh my God, yes.
Styx, Come Sail Away, and Kansas, Dust in the Wind. So let's see, what am I doing here? Ain't Talking About Love. We talked about this on we did Van Halen's first album, which I think, this one's in here just for the iconic guitar riffs. This whole album is more of a guitar album than a lyrics and songwriting. It's just incredible guitar riffs all the way through. And this is my favorite. Just the opening guitar lick on this one is fantastic. Paradise by the Dashboard Light, one of my favorite Meatloaf songs. Just the great storytelling, the theatricality. I think it's so funny with the whole baseball analogy, and kind of ends tragically, but still pretty funny. Styx, Come Sail Away. This is really a beautiful song, and I just listened to it again. I used to listen to Styx, I don't know, when I was younger, and then I kind of got OD'd on it. I think it's overplayed, and I know a lot of people may kind of think it's cheesy, or it's maybe a little too top 40-ish, but they're really excellent musicians. When you watch them do this live, then they're just incredible musicians, and the vocals on it great. And I love how it starts out with the piano, and then it just hits like hard rock. And then Dust in the Wind, Kansas, is beautiful. It's such a great message about living in the present. I don't know, just found the message of that song just really incredible. So it's my rock bunch.
Oh yeah, I mean,
go ahead, Pepsi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, Paradise by the Dashboard Light is incredible. I mean, oh my God, I love Meatloaf. I mean, he was he had this incredible voice. I mean, it's just to die for. I mean, Kansas, that was on my list as well.
Mm-hmm.
Come Sail With Me. I mean, Styx, I think they really hit their stride a little bit later on with Blue Collar Man, for example.
Yeah, Blue Collar Man, but I like Come Sail Away. Come Sail Away is a good song, and it's got an interesting twist at the end. So I thought they were angels, much to my surprise.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool lyrics in that song too.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, so let's get to 79, and we got a little bit of divider because you had so many in 79 songs that were in the top 50. What have you got?
Another big year. Yeah, so Billy Joel, My Life, the Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes, and Toto, Hold the Line. Billy Joel, I love the message and the lyrics of this song. It's just kind of an F you, leave me alone kind of song. But then, the pianos, the harmonies, the chorus, just so well written, the way all the instrumentation is done. I've said before, I love, the line, you can speak your mind, but not on my time. I kind of love that. What a Fool Believes, man. Michael McDonald's vocals on this song are just like insane. Just kind of ear candy. I love the pre-chorus section of that song is so interesting because it's got a little bit like an off time with his vocal and where the rhythm is. Pretty cool to listen to. And then Toto, Hold the Line. I love that the piano start, the heavy guitar riff. Just another great rockin'. It's starting to sound a little 80s. The Toto, Hold the Line sounds very 80s. There's kind of a change in style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is very true. I always thought it was from like 1982, 83.
Yeah,
that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course you have Billy Joel. I mean, My Life is amazing. The Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes. That is, I'm not a big Doobie Brothers fan, but that is a good one. That is a really good one. I mean, yeah, I can agree with all of these. These are beautiful.
That's one you'll have to tell us more about your life since it's so amazing.
I'm a fool. I mean, that's all I can tell you. I'm the one that would have gotten the teaching. I'm a fool. Maybe even an idiot. So for me, it should be what an idiot believes. That should
be No, I like all three of these songs. I couldn't include any Doobie Brothers on mine. They barely missed a cut, but I love What a Fool Believes. I mean, it's just an interesting song. It's actually he was writing it about a girl that was trying to, this guy basically kept trying on this girl, and that's what the song's about. I think Steve Lukather is a very underrated guitarist. Not enough people talk about him from Toto. I mean, the guitar riff on Hold the Line is classic.
Yes.
And what you guys don't know is everybody talks about Beat It with Michael Jackson and the one guitar solo by Eddie Van Halen, which was awesome. But the rest of the guitar work on Beat It is done by Steve Lukather from Toto. And you'll find that Toto is the backing band for a lot of musicians on their albums that people don't know about. There's somebody that I think needs to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But we can talk about Toto a lot. But let's get to the last part of the top 20 or the top 40 that Heather has. Okay. Last set of 1970.
Yeah, last group. Robert Palmer, Bad Case of Loving You, Michael Jackson. I had to throw one in for Agent Pepsi 1 because she feel bad otherwise. Don't stop till you get enough. Double Vision by Foreigner and ELO's Don't Bring Me Down. So, yeah, I mean, Robert Palmer is just, like, one of the coolest men on the planet no matter what he's doing, and I love this song. It just it's, like, straight up rocks. Same thing with Double Vision, Foreigner. Man, that just another just rockin' song, so heavy. Lou Graham's vocals are great. ELO, Don't Bring Me Down, another one, just, you know, that's one of their songs. It's kinda more upbeat and I love the beat on that one. And then Michael, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough from his Off the Wall album, which I love the Off the Wall album. It's where he really comes into his own. Probably like the song Off the Wall a little bit more, but this was a big hit and kinda that dancey, a little bit more dancey disco stuff of that era. Starting to get into a little bit more of an '80s type dance sound too.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's Bad Case of Loving You. It's such an amazing song. I love this song, and that would have been on my list, but I just completely forgot about it with the other stuff. That other guy, what's his name? Michael something or another. I can't. I don't even know who this is. This weirdo that dangled his child out of a hotel room in Berlin. Yeah, I mean, many years later. I mean, don't ask me how I know this, but okay. And then you have Foreigner, Double Vision. That is amazing.
Yeah, Foreigner, their early hits in the 70s rock. I mean, and then they got a little bit sappy in the 80s, but
yeah, I just love their harder rockin' songs. These late 70s songs by them were awesome. And Robert Palmer is just like one of the coolest men ever.
Oh yeah, that's a good song. Bad Case Loving You is great. And then I love that you have ELO on here. Don't Bring Me Down. A lot of people have the shirt that says Bruce because people misinterpret that line. And it's really Bruce, but it's cool. Agent 51, were you going to say something else? I'm sorry if I interrupted you.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to listen to Lou Graham, that he had a song off the Lost Boys soundtrack. I believe it was 1988, 89, something in that era, maybe 87. He did the soundtrack for the movie Lost Boys, which was a bunch of vampires, and it sounded very much like the late 70s Foreigner, just with a bit more modern, underlay. So I mean, that's something. But that song, I mean, Lost Boys is such an amazing song. Cool. So I mean, it really reminds me of the late 70s era. So,
yeah.
Heather, were there any other songs that you want to mention that didn't make your list that you had to cut?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hit them year by year, but the Logical Song was another one that I really wanted. Santa Esmeralda, we talked about in
18 minutes. 18
minutes. 18 minutes. Yeah, I mean, God, it was tough. Those were probably the
my God.
But geez, it was brutal trying to get down to 40. It was just brutal.
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Yeah, it was difficult. So, all right. You guys ready for my list? Is mine gonna be better than y'all's? I don't know, but we'll find out next. Okay, so my list is divided up into a little bit differently than how we've done it. So originally, the way that we set this up was we needed a top 40 song for every year, and then you could pick any song that had 20 songs that hit the top 40 at any point, and then you had 10 of your choice songs that may not have charted. And so the way I've got my list divided up, I've got one for each year, and then I've got my next 20 that charted, and then I've got my 10 songs that were not released as singles or didn't chart that are my personal favorites. So here's kind of my list, and I'll kind of go through it. So 70 and 71. So we had to pick one song in the top 40. So my one song for 1970 was "Let It Be" by the Beatles. one of their last big hits before they broke up. And then Country Roads by John Denver for 1971. And I know Country Roads was one you had to cut, Heather.
Yeah. God, I love that song. It's so beautiful.
It is.
Nostalgic. Love the acoustic guitar. A great song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Country Roads. I mean, John Denver is an amazing artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my favorite songs of his too.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I love it.
Yeah.
And then Let It Be was fitting for the Beatles. I mean,
yes. Yeah, that's a great song too. I love it. I love the Beatles.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful one.
I have to say this though at this point. I know you all love the Beatles, and I like some of their songs too. But I think by 1970, the Beatles were really, artistically on the decline, working together.
Yeah, they were.
I don't know if this sounds. I don't know if it's coming out right, but they were better, as solo artists, and some were better than others.
This album is kind of a collection of each of them solo, it feels like.
Yes.
They're not really like a cohesive band anymore. Like
right,
Let It Be is Paul, Across the Universe is John. I mean, if they feel like they're each ready to do their own thing at this point.
Yep, I agree 100%. Yep. All right. So for 1972 and 73, 72, I've got Looking Glass. Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. And then for 73, I've got Dancing in the Moonlight.
Yeah.
Both are catchy tunes, but Dancing in the Moonlight has the wow, where they ended up on an island on vacation, and they got their butts kicked, and they barely survived that fight. And it's just crazy what the song is about, what they were hoping to do, and just dance and be merry, but it was all but that. So,
but didn't he write it like he was recovering in the hospital?
Yeah,
and he was trying to picture something good and fun and happy instead of what actually happened. Like trying to take his mind to a different space.
Yep. So,
yeah, those are both fun.
Yeah.
I fully agree. I mean, I think of those. I think Brandy, You're a Fine Girl is my favorite.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. And I just love both those two. There's just two catchy tunes. All right. So for 1974 and 1975, I have my one of my favorite Steve Miller songs, The Joker. Such an iconic hit. And it was basically a song that he had to have a hit. Otherwise, he's pretty much done. The record label was getting ready to drop him. So he basically took a song about himself and about all the different songs that he had written, and he kind of made up a song, which I think just works. I love The Joker, especially the guitar, that wow.
Yeah. Joker's funny.
And then I know Asia Pepsi One had this on there, but Sister Golden Hair is my favorite America song. It actually, Dewey wrote this song and sang it. And he actually wrote it when he was in grade school about a girl that he had a crush on, and it kind of developed over time. And I think what I love about it is two things. I love the guitar riff on it, but I love the slide guitar, on that song. The dun, dun, na, 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 na. And if you get a chance to watch it and see it live, do it, because it's just incredible live, and I love it. So I don't know if you got anything to add on these two songs. They're two iconic ones.
Yeah.
I mean, they are, but for me, I cannot stand The Joker. I cannot stand oh my God, I cannot stand that song. I mean, the buzzer is going off again. I get it, but Steve Miller Band, later on in the early 80s with Abracadabra, that is when I think of Steve Miller. I think that's the era of Steve Miller I want to hear. I mean, Fly Like an Eagle is another one that is not one of my favorites, but this is okay. But Sister Golden Hair, that was on my list as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love The Joker. I think it's funny. Like I'm a midnight toker.
Yeah.
It's just a funny song. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yep. All right. And then for 76 and 77, So this is kind of a repeat. I think we all have this one. December 1963. Oh, what a night!
Wow.
I think we all agree that that's probably the best song in 1976. But I love that song because of the trade-off on vocals. The drummer actually sings the lead vocals on the song, the main part. But I love how Frankie Valli comes in and sings his part where it goes higher. And then the soulful bass player kind of comes in with his part too. And it's like a 3-part melody that just works with the drum kit and the guitar. I mean, it's just a great song.
A great arrangement. It's a really great arrangement.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful arrangement. And then Dreams is iconic by Fleetwood Mac. I love that, and I love Stevie Nicks' voice.
Yes.
So anything to add on these two? I know we talked a lot about Four Seasons, but
yeah, I mean those are both beautiful.
Yep. All right, and then for 78 and 79, 79 was a hard one to pick a top song for that year because then the top 40 was not as good. But 78, I had Baby Come Back by Player. I love that song. I've always liked not only the lyrics, but I love that wow, 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 wow. I just love the guitar on that. And then My Sharona by the Knack is just an awesome song. It's the #1 song from 79. There were a couple other ones that I was considering for 79, but I just think My Sharona just was the best song of that. So thoughts on these two?
Yeah, I love the Knack. My Sharona is rocking. Baby Come Back, I'm kind of like not too into that one, but the Knack I like.
My Sharona kind of, it's one of those songs of 79, but it's not. No. Yeah. It's not the buzzards are coming out again. I understand, but it's not one of the better songs of 79. In fact, it's not very good at all. London Calling, early 79 was much better.
Yeah.
How
I don't know. I mean,
Heart of Glass was good.
That
would replace it.
I was down to My Sharona or The Logical Song for a top 40 of 79. I mean, I like The Gambler, but I didn't like it enough. Stumbling In's kind of catchy, but it wasn't good enough. And then I know that Heather cringes at this song, but When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman, I still kind of like that song. But Heather was like, oh, I hate that song. Dr. Hook.
Oh. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
The less said, the better.
Yeah.
But now we're going to get into, 20 of my favorite songs from the 70s. And this it goes in a little bit of an order through the years. So the earlier 70s, I've got Chicago 25 or 6 to 4. Oh my gosh. It's a great song. It's well known. It's a little bit overplayed, but folks, if you can go find Terry Kath and their live performance of it in the early years, he just wails on the guitar and it's just amazing. I mean, just incredible version of that song. Another song on there is Fire and Rain by James Taylor. Just a beautiful song. Love that song. It's actually about a plane crash and, the loss of a friend that he met in a mental institution who died in a plane crash. And that's what that's about. But I've always liked that song. I always thought it was one of his prettiest songs. Then my favorite Creedence Clearwater Revival song, Who'll Stop the Rain. A lot of Creedence Clearwater Revival songs came out in the 60s, but a few made it to the 70s, and this is one of the ones. I just love CCR. I wish they had never broken up, but I understand why. And Who'll Stop the Rain is one of my favorites. I just think it's so pretty. And then we've already talked about this a little bit, but Derek and the Dominoes, Layla, which ironically was about George Harrison's wife. who he was singing about, who he eventually, after they got divorced, Eric Clapton married her. So,
yeah. James Taylor, Fire and Rain was actually one of my late cuts. I forgot about that one. It didn't quite make the cut. Man, I love that song too. It's just so sad, so beautiful. Actually, it's personal to me too. Yeah, and Creedence Clearwater Revival, I felt bad that I didn't get them on there, but figured, yeah, I'll probably get them in the 60s. So, but I loved so many of their songs. They were a lot of contenders in there, kind of in my top, 60, 70 range.
Yeah. And Heather, did you see the live version of 25 or 6 to 4 with Terry Kath on guitar?
I haven't watched it live. I need to do that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, great. They have great guitar too in that song.
Yeah. Pepsi, any thoughts? I guess not. Okay.
Scared her away with that other, the last song.
Oh, I know. I guess I did.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago's amazing. 25 or 64, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Fire and Rain, James Taylor. I mean, that is just a classic.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I love that song.
And CCR. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, most of their songs are from the 60s.
Mm-hmm. All right, my next set. So I've got "Take It Easy" by the Eagles. Just a beautiful song. I love that song. The vocals by Glenn Frey are just amazing, and it was one of their first big hits. My favorite Jim Croce song I had to put on here. I love "Operator." I mean, the guitar work in that is so beautiful, and it's a shame that we lost him and forget the other guy's name in the plane crash, but both of them together. Go listen to the live version of that. It's so amazing that the way that they trade off with the acoustics is just incredible. I love that. And then "Angie" by the Rolling Stones is just a beautiful song. I love that song. Mick Jagger has great lyrics on it, and I had to include a Rolling Stones song on this list too. I mean, it's great. And then another Pink Floyd song that I really like. It's probably my favorite off of the Dark Side album, "Us and Them." I just think it's just a pretty song. So especially the saxophone in it is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, of these, I think "Angie" by the Rolling Stones is just, I mean, it's stunning. It's a stunning song.
Yeah.
And "Operator" by Jim Croce. Oh my God. I mean, that's such a tearjerker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, I love Jim Croce. Felt bad I couldn't get him on the list because I love a lot of his music. The Rolling Stones too. That was another one. I was like, well, I'll catch them in the 60s, and because I can't fit any more on, I was looking at them too. Yeah, and Pink Floyd, the Eagles, both great too. So yeah, like all of these too.
Yep. Okay, my next set. I've got "Taking Care of Business." Such a great song. By Bachman Turner Overdrive. I love that. I mean, I had to include a song by BTO on here that just awesome. "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road." We all have it. It's my favorite Elton John song. It's great. I had included some Jimmy Buffett in the 70s, man. And my favorite Jimmy Buffett song actually is "Come Monday." It's such a great song. It's one of his first hits, and it's just such a pretty song. And he's just, I think his vocals are amazing on it, and it actually charted. This is one of the songs that I think it's one of the few that's not about alcohol or any kind of fun song. It's just a really sweet, pretty song that I just love. And then Eagles, one of the other favorite songs that I've always loved is "I Love Best of My Love." Don Henley's vocals are just incredible on it. It's great live. If you get a chance to hear Don sing it live, do that. But it's such a pretty song. And I think these four are just really pretty songs. So
for sure. Come Monday, Jimmy Buffett's another one that I wanted to have on the list and just couldn't fit it. So yeah, Come Monday's a great song. Probably his best, like as far as just lyrically, like you said, a lot of them are about kind of drinking and beach life, and this one's really pretty, really more meaningful song. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, interestingly enough, Jimmy Buffett, he went to the same university I did, Southern Mississippi. So,
oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, it's his alma mater as well.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of good stuff. I mean, that's just a lot of good stuff.
Yep, he was a Kappa Sig there too. So
yeah, but I do want to say with BTO,
yeah,
Taking Care of Business is a great song, but I think Let It Ride, I think it was off the same album, which is even a better song.
Oh yeah, Let It Ride's also a good one. I like both those songs. But I just picked the iconic BTO because I had to have them on the list. I was like, man, I gotta have BTO, man. They're awesome.
Yeah,
they are.
So, and the Best of My Love is just a pretty song. I mean, I love that song.
You can't go wrong with any Eagles song, really. I mean, you could put pretty much any song from them.
Well, and Don Henley's such a golden voice. I mean, it's incredible. All right, so moving right along. I've got my favorite ELO song of all time. Can't get it out of my head. It's just amazing. Guys, if you get a chance to hear Jeff Lynne live, go see him. He's incredible. That song was one of the first real hit songs that he wrote. And the big thing about it is that he wrote that, played it for his father, and it was one of the first songs that his father went, yes, that's a great song, son. And so it's kind of interesting story about the song, but I love it because of all the imagery. It just reminds me of all the stories and all the fable tales that are told, and then just some of the things about it are really cool. I love that. Free Bird by Lynyrd Skynyrd, we've already talked about, but I had to have a Skynyrd song on here, and I love Free Bird.
Yeah.
The extended version, if you can find it, or the live version where they keep going for about 9 minutes with just jamming, is just some incredible guitar work. I love it. It's just amazing. And speaking of incredible guitar work, Crazy on You is my favorite song by heart. And folks, Nancy Wilson is amazing. Her acoustic opening of this song is just incredible. And she slightly changes it for every performance. But if you get a chance to see it live or see Heart live and see her play it, do that because she's incredible. I love it. And then Anne's vocals on Crazy on You are amazing as well. I think this is just the best combination of the two sisters who are the heart of the band. But yeah, I mean, just amazing. I love that. And then Kansas, Carry On My Wayward Son is just iconic. Love the guitar on that. Love the song. Can listen to it anytime. It's another crank up the song on that.
Yeah, I agree, man. I love Carry On My Wayward Son. A great Kansas song. I could have easily put that in there too. And Heart, Crazy on You. Yeah, I love so many of their songs. Obviously ELO too. And we had Skynyrd. So yeah, this is a great bunch.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, there's one we missed was Magic Man from Heart as well.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That was a great song too.
Yep, it's about Anne's boyfriend at the time.
These songs are amazing. I mean, what amazing list. I mean, all these songs are amazing, really, with the exception of the Michael Jackson and Jackson 5 ones. But,
All right, rounding out my last set of my 20. So I've got Cold as Ice by Warner. And I love the opening piano riff, and I've got more about it because I'm going to do a video about this song, but it's just an amazing song. There's some really cool Cold as Ice moment in about the song that I'll tell you about when you watch my video, but it's just incredible. I had to include Boston on here. Boston is just an incredible group. Their first album is amazing. That's one of the ones that we considered for an album we love because you can listen to Boston cover, and I chose More Than a Feeling on there because it's one of my favorites, and I love More Than a Feeling. We Will Rock You is my favorite, or We Are the Champions is my favorite Queen song, but it's often paired with We Will Rock You because of Freddie Mercury's will. He asked that both of them be played back to back. If you ever listen to classic rock, they always do, and I love both of the songs together, but We Are the Champions is just an amazing song. And the controversy of whether it's whether they say Of the World at the end is because they say We're of the World at the end during a live performance. So that kind of nix that. And then I had to have Styx on here. Like Heather, I like Come Sail Away, but Renegade is my favorite Styx song. I love how the drums and the guitar on that, and just the whole rockin' aspect of the song. It's just amazing. So
yeah, that one rocks really hard. Renegade is one of their more rockin' ones, and I love More Than a Feeling. God, the guitar on that is so incredible. One of the most iconic guitar riffs too. More Than a Feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree with Heather on that one. I mean, it's just great. Cold as Ice, though. Jesus, that is such a wonderful song.
Yes.
It's a brutal song.
Yeah.
But I think from the 70s, my favorite Styx tune would have to be Blue Collar Man.
Oh yeah, that's a great song too. Yeah. So, all right, some of the ones that I left out before I get to my top 10 of songs that didn't chart or weren't released as singles. Like Heather, I had If You Could Read My Mind and American Pie. Heather had both of those, and Long Cool Woman. But Riders on the Storm by the Doors is probably my favorite Doors song. I had to leave it off. That pained me to leave that off. And then,
couldn't fit a Doors. That was another one.
Yeah. And then Bell Bottom Blues was another Derek and the Domino song that I absolutely love. And if you guys don't know about it, it's just a beautiful song and beautiful guitar work by Clapton. Feeling Stronger Every Day was another Chicago song that I loved. Reeling in the Years by Steely Dan. Ramblin' Man is great, but I got them covered by another song that you'll find out in here. Sundown and Time in a Bottle were considerations. Radar Love that Agent Pepsi One had was a consideration. I actually love Wildfire by Michael Martin Murphey, which is just a beautiful song. Orleans, Dance With Me. It was another one I left off that was just really pretty. Killer Queen was another Queen song that I considered. Lonely People was another America song that was great. I do love this song, and I know that Heather might cringe at this. Right Back Where We Started From, I had to leave it off.
It's okay. Right back.
Yeah, I had to leave that off. If You Leave Me Now is another Chicago song. Fooled Around and Fell in Love, I had to leave that one off. Baby, I Love Your Way, I was going to put that on there. It's a Frampton tune that I thought was good, but I had to leave that off. I do like Do You Feel How I Do, but it's just, that song's overplayed. It's iconic, but it's overplayed. Take the Money and Run is another favorite Steve Miller Band song that I really loved that I had to leave off. And another Boston one, Feels Like the First Time.
Yeah.
Blinded by the Light was another one that I really liked that I had to leave off. Let's see. 2 Out of 3 Ain't Bad was the Meatloaf song that I had to leave off. Follow You, Follow Me. I just had to leave Genesis off because I got so much on their stuff. The one that I really am kicking myself that I had to leave off though was Running on Empty by Jackson Brown.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he didn't have representation. Yeah. But like Hold the Line, Sultans of Swing, you guys covered those. Lonesome Loser, I was going to put on there because I like Little River Band. September, I had to leave off.
Yes, that's another one.
I love that song. I had to leave that off too. And then Sail On was by the Commodores that I wanted to cover, but I had to leave that one off too. So, crazy stuff. So, but we're getting into my top 10 real quick, and my top 10 that not necessarily my top 10 songs in the 70s, but these are ones that either weren't released as singles or weren't hits at all. So My number 10 is Ricky Don't Lose That Number by Steely Dan. I had to have representation from Steely Dan. Yeah. Heather and I both said that they both had some hits, and I like Ricky Don't Lose That Number. There's so many Steely Dan songs out there.
Yeah.
They're great. So I don't know if what you guys think of this song.
Yeah, no, I love this one too. It's man, Steely Dan, it's tough to pick a song if you got to only pick one, and this is a good one too.
Yeah, it's great. And then my number 9 is Jethro Tull, Alkaline.
Yes. That was on my short list too, man, in the top 50, and I was just like, ugh. I love Jethro Tull.
I love the guitar riff. That dun.
Yeah.
And then Ian Anderson's famous for adding that flute.
It's just the cool disposition of how people see him, as this creepy, kind of child molester type, rather than when it's like and then you get the pretty when you're seeing what he really is. Like, he's just this old man struggling, and it's from the view of his friend, and it's just so cool, the two different viewpoints and how the music changes.
Yeah. And Sig Baldiston in the chat says, I get weary of Take the Money and Run. I guess it's because it comes from my high school days, and also it takes place in Texas, and I live in Texas, so Steve Miller's from grew up in Dallas, so that's where that comes from. But all right, number 8, I've got The Who, and I had to include a Who song in here because, my goodness, what an iconic band from the 60s to the 70s. And I can't believe Bobo O'Reilly wasn't necessarily it's a hit song, and it became a hit later on, but man, one released when it as a single when it came out, and it's just iconic. The opening, the guitar, I mean,
I have Behind Blue Eyes on my
oh
list.
gosh.
But that one did not make I had to drop it.
Oh, I love Behind Blue Eyes. That's a great song. So, but such an iconic band. We'll probably get more of them in the 60s, though. So,
yeah.
All right. Song number 7. I had to include the Allman Brothers, and this is one of my favorite Allman Brothers songs, Melissa. It's just such a pretty song. I love Whip and Post too, but I just Melissa, I just think is a prettier song. I don't know if you guys know this one.
Yeah, I love this song. I was actually going to put Whipping Post in, but then I was like, oh, it released in 69. I'll just put it in 69.
Exactly, 69.
It couldn't make that, didn't have room for it. So I was like, okay, well, I'll move it. But I love the Allman Brothers. It's great.
Yeah, and Melissa was barely released in the 70s, but it's such a pretty song. The melody is just
guitar, and it's really good.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I love that. Their greatest hits is fantastic. If you get a chance, Allman Brothers, just amazing. Song number 6 is Scenes from an Italian Restaurant by Billy Joel. It's his opus song. It's his Beatles White Album song. It's such an iconic song, and it's so unique because it goes into all kinds of different parts of it on the different verses. It has a jazzy section. It's got a rock section. It's got a pop section. It's just an amazing song. It's off the Stranger album. It's just an iconic, incredible song. And Billy Joel even says this wasn't a hit, and then he'll sing it, and it's just a fan favorite.
Yeah.
So
I mean that. You know what we forgot? We forgot. Piano Man from '73.
Yeah, I love Piano Man, but Piano Man's great. I love it. It's just overplayed and
overplayed. Yeah,
very overplayed. I love it, but I mean, my favorite. This is my second favorite Billy Joel song of all time. So cool. All right, so my number 5 pick. I'm going to the Lords of Rock with one of my favorite Zeppelin songs, Kashmir. This song freaking rocks.
Yes.
I mean, just the iconic opening to it, that used to play this all the time when I coached my brother's basketball team. He and one of the neighborhood kid, we play this before going to the basketball games to get them pumped up to play. But yeah, I love Kashmir.
Yeah.
The original version is just from Physical Graffiti. It's just iconic and amazing. So.
Yeah, this was my final 2 of Led Zeppelin songs. I was gonna do this, and I was kind of going back and forth, and then I changed. But yeah, this was almost my top Zeppelin song. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good one. This is a good one, but I still think, Battle of Evermore.
Mm-hmm.
That's good too, yeah.
That's good too. Can't go wrong with Zeppelin. I mean, so many great songs.
So many.
All right. So number 4 is Heather has already had this on the list, but Wish You Were Here.
Mm-hmm.
And I already talked a little bit about it. I mean, I love this song, just so great. And it's really about Syd Barrett. This whole album was dedicated to Syd, who had kind of just gone off the range and wasn't able to do anything anymore. So, but great song. We already kind of talked about it, so I'll leave that because we already said something. Number 3 song is my favorite Billy Joel song of all time. She's Got Away. It was re-released in 1980, Songs in the Attic, and it finally started to chart on the adult contemporary charts, but it was originally released in 71 on Cold Spring Harbor, an album that kind of bombed because it was recorded poorly in a higher time and a higher pitched. And but this is just a pretty song. I just really I love this song. I adore this song. It's just one that I really kind of want to learn how to play, and it'd be something that if I could sing it to a girl, I would. I think it's just really pretty. And I actually, from a manager, I gave him the lyrics to that to give to his wife for Valentine's Day. He's like, "What do I say in a card? What's a good one?" Lyrics. She's Got Away. So,
oh, funny.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this song.
Yeah, no, I love this song. This is a great one.
Yeah, I think it's really pretty. It's my favorite Billy Joel. Agent Pepsi 1, do you like this song? Do you know this song?
Yes, I know this song. Yeah, I mean, this is a really pretty song. I do agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the song "You'll Always Be a Woman" to me is better than this one.
Yeah, She's Always a Woman. Yeah, I like both of those songs. Yeah.
See, I go with the piss off song instead of the pretty love songs.
Yeah.
The opposite end of the spectrum. But yeah, this is a great song. So.
Number 2, I have to include my favorite Skynyrd song in here. It's Tuesday's Gone, which when I graduated from high school, ironically, I graduated in the 90s, and we picked this song over to get Today is the Greatest by Smashing Pumpkins. We picked Tuesday's Gone instead as our senior song. But Tuesday's Gone is just a real pretty song. I love the song. I love the guitar work at the beginning. I love Ronnie's voice in it. And I love just the solo of it. It's just a real pretty Lynyrd Skynyrd song. And Agent Pepsi 1, I know you don't like Freebird, but I don't know if you like this one. Do you guys know this one?
Yeah.
I was going to say I've heard of it. I can't place it right now, though. I'm not a big Skynyrd fan. I do like the smell. That's probably my favorite song.
Yeah.
With the whiskey bottle and the oak tree in my way, brand new car, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, I love the Southern rock stuff.
Yeah. Do you like Tuesday's Gone, Heather? Yeah. You know that one?
Yeah, the guitar is awesome in this one.
Yeah. I mean, it was made popular again by Dazed and Confused. That's where we got it. But also it was in Happy Gilmore. So
really? I haven't seen it.
Happy Gilmore and the sequel to Happy Gilmore. So, and my number 1 song.
I think he froze.
Yeah, he did freeze. Rob, you're freezing.
Hello.
Maybe he had an internet glitch.
Yeah, so let me conclude for Mr. Rob. His number 1 song is Disco Inferno by what's it called, the Trumpeters or something like that?
Yeah, Rob's number 1 song, Disco Inferno.
That's right, Disco Inferno. The 35-minute version.
The 35-minute, yeah, extended dance cut.
Yes, indeed.
It looks like it's Led Zeppelin When the Levee Breaks. That's a
Yes,
fantastic
when the
song.
levee breaks. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So my internet
propaganda,
connection.
Rob, sorry.
Yeah, my internet connection went out because an airplane flew overhead, and it messes with my Wi-Fi every time they fly overhead.
So you didn't hear us discussing your number one song, Disco Inferno?
Oh no, I heard you guys say Disco Inferno. I completely disagree with you. You notice I don't have any disco songs at all in my top. I mean, Oh What a Night might be the closest.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh
my
yeah.
God.
Sorry about that, folks. My internet blipped. Blame the airplane that flew overhead. But no, my number one of songs that weren't released is When the Levee Breaks by Led Zeppelin.
Nice.
The drums are incredible on this one. We talked about it, but I mean, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
so
totally awesome. Great song.
Yeah, Pepsi, do you like that song?
Yeah, actually I do. This is a great song, but I think Disco Inferno fits more to you though than this.
I don't think so.
Like, no, I don't think so. Yeah, the harmonica in this, the heavy drum, blues, so bluesy. Goes back to the blues roots.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nice one. This is a really nice song.
Yeah, it's actually based on an old blues song from the 30s. So.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, folks. Well, that's our top 40 lists. Which ones do you think is the best? Let us know in the comments. Let us know on the video comments. I'll let everybody plug away before we get on out of here. Agent Pepsi One, what have you got going on?
Yeah, other than waiting for the 27th of May when I get my vacation. Please do check into my channel. I've been posting more stuff under my fan fiction Project Clementine Penny Feather. Please do read this. Please do subscribe. And yeah, other than that, thank you for having me. It's been fun.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm glad you were here. Heather, I know you're not a YouTuber, but you're a wrench on Doomcock's channel. What has he got going on?
I don't know what he's got going on. He's a mysterious dude, but but we do have Pop Culture Breakdown going on, which is on every Wednesday night on Overlord DVD's channel. Rob and I are can be found on there too. And the movie this week is The Third Man, which is a really cool film noir. If you haven't had a chance to see it, I definitely recommend checking it out because it's a super cool movie. And I'm sure we'll talk about lots of pop culture garbage that's, not so good. But yeah, hope to see you all over there on Wednesday night. And it's great, of course, seeing you guys here hanging out in the chat, giving your comments. You guys make this so much more fun than just us, kind of talking into the wind. So glad you all showed up and just appreciate you guys always being here.
Absolutely. And then for me, so folks, be looking tomorrow. I'll have a review of the movie Michael. I saw it yesterday and I'll tell you all about it. So I'll have a video for that. And then also I'll have some more Star Wars AI because there have been a few that come out. So I'll keep doing that. I'm about 50 hours away from getting monetized. Some of the Band of Brothers are dropping off and we're equalizing them with some of the live streams that we've had the past couple of weeks. So hopefully I get monetized this month. If I do, it'll be awesome. And we'll do Star Wars. But we'll see. That's coming down the pipe. And then folks, coming up in the next month, we'll have another Masters of the Air. We will have another Western and we'll dive into the 60s. So stay tuned for all of that coming up on Rob Wright's Next Pop Culture. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.